fingerprints are identified. What are fingerprints? A fingerprint is a unique genetic mark that is left by a human finger. What are the different types of fingerprints? Fingerprints are unique because each surface of the fingerprint has ridges. Each fingerprint also has certain features as shown below: core, ridge crossover, island, ridge ending and pore. For example, plain arch fingerprint. The plain arch fingerprint is a fingerprint pattern with ridges that are arched upwards. This resembles an ocean wave. A tented arch fingerprint. The tented arch fingerprint is a fingerprint pattern with ridges that flow from one side to the other. This resembles a tent. Radial loop fingerprint. The radial loop fingerprint is a fingerprint pattern named after a bone called the radial. It has ridges that form a radius shape, which is very rarely found in fingers except for the index. Double loop fingerprint. In the double loop fingerprint is a fingerprint pattern. The ridges has two spiral loops colliding with each other. This resembles a yin and yang symbol. Why fingerprints are important to detectives? Fingerprints are important evidence that is left behind at a crime scene. This allows detectives to match and identify potential criminals through collection and forensics analysis. What is forensics? Forensics is using the study of methods and techniques to investigate crime scene evidence. How does a fingerprint analysis work? First is finding fingerprints. Secondly, collecting fingerprints. Thirdly, having a fingerprint analysis. Firstly, finding fingerprints. Fingerprints can be found on different types of surfaces. This can be categorized in 3 types: fingerprints left on soft surfaces such as wet paint, fingerprints that are visible on hard surfaces and have dried up such as a fingerprint created by blood, fingerprints that are invisible on hard surfaces and caused by natural body oils. Secondly, collecting fingerprints. A visible fingerprint can be collected by a simple high-resolution photograph, showing all the tiny details of the fingerprint. Invisible fingerprints can be dusted by aluminium flakes onto the surface to see if any fingerprints appear. A tape is then used to collect the fingerprint. Other light sources such as ultraviolet light can show for any fingerprint markings, which can then be photographed. Thirdly, fingerprint analysis. Fingerprint analysis takes place at a forensics lab. This involves the analysis of the fingerprint, which can be matched to anyone who is a potential criminal. So, what have you learnt? What features make the fingerprint unique? A. Ridges on the finger. B. Color of skin. C. Sweat produced on the finger. D. None of the above. The answer is A. Ridges on the finger. You can have the same fingerprint as someone else. False. That's all for now. See you in the next video.